This past week, Congress heard from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and that speech stirred up a lot of controversy and passion, mainly because he was invited to speak by Republican lawmakers without first consulting the White House. Several Democrats decided not to attend, including Congresswoman Donna Edwards from Maryland's 4th District, and she did attend with us right now. Congresswoman, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, too.
We appreciate it. Now, you said that you were not attending the speech when you sent out a tweet saying, and I quote, "Having heard from many constituents across Maryland District 4, I've decided not to attend the joint meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu." What were your constituents saying?
Well, our constituents, actually, the numbers were extraordinary. I mean, running 10-1 against my attending the speech. And so I listened to that very carefully. And I mean, it was severalfold. One was the fact that the speech was not done in coordination with the White House and with our Democratic leadership in the Congress. It's a very nuanced argument. The other was because it was done at a time that was just a couple of weeks before the Israeli elections, very problematic. And then thirdly, because people in my district, and I think around the country, believe that we should at least give diplomacy a chance. That if there's even a slight opportunity that we can get a diplomatic solution to the problem of Iran developing a nuclear weapon, then we should take that opportunity. And the president has been trying to do that, and I've been aware of that and actually participated in some conversations at the White House about those negotiations.
We just heard from Republican Senator Orrin Hatch, who said, and I'm almost quoting here, that the White House acted like spoiled brats who don't know what they're doing by not attending this speech. Couldn't you have taken the high road on this and say, we didn't like how it was handled, but we welcome our friend Benjamin Netanyahu?
Well, let me tell you this. First of all, Israel is the strongest ally and a democratic ally in the Middle East, and our go-to partner. And so this isn't a question about that. This is a question of timing and of what is being said from the podium in the House of Representatives attacking our president and his strategy and our foreign policy. There's only one person in the United States who gets to make and set and negotiate foreign policy, and that's our president. It's important for us to speak with one voice, especially at this important time with the allies who are part of the negotiation, who are depending on us, the P+5 and one, Germany. And I think that that is really important, and we are at a critical point right here where the sanctions that we've put in place up till now, which I have actually supported, have brought us to this point where we could achieve a negotiation that will give us a lot more control over whether and how Iran should develop any kind of weaponry. We have to take advantage of that.
The Prime Minister says Iran just can't be trusted. Doesn't he have a point there?
Well, I think the Prime Minister also suggested that our president is naive. And I think that that was wrong. And I believe that President Obama and Secretary of State Kerry have entered into this eyes wide open with our allies and partners. We've gotten to this point. It's just until the end of March. Let's give diplomacy a chance. Look at what the alternative is. If we don't give diplomacy a chance, I mean, does anyone really believe that without an agreement, Iran is going to stop any kind of development? If we impose more sanctions, no one believes that. And so we have to give this opportunity a chance. I believe in the President of the United States. I know that he is committed to trying to find a solution that is going to look at Israel's long-term security and the United States' national security interest. And in my view, it's the President of the United States who speaks for our foreign policy with one voice.
So it was the insult to the President that really got you over the line in terms of not attending that speech?
It wasn't just that. It's where we are in the stage of these negotiations that are very sensitive.
Before our time runs out, a group of progressives in your state is trying to draft you to run for Senator Mikulski's seat. She's not seeking re-election in 2016. What's your answer to them? Are you going to run?
Well, the senator has been a strong friend and mentor. I value her leadership, and she's been quite a fighter. I think I could be that kind of fighter in the United States Senate. I'm looking at it very carefully. I'll probably make a decision within days. And if I can see that there is a pathway to win the election, then I'll do it.
Do you see that pathway? What factors are you taking into account?
Well, I think, doing the things that my due diligence, is there the support there? Can we develop the ground? Can we raise the money? All of those factors that go in. I'm not, not naive. I've done this before, and I've run tough races before, so I'm going to make a decision.
This is Sunday morning. You're going to decide in the next 24 hours. You're going to. When are we going to hear the final word from from Donna Edwards?
Well, you're going to hear the final word in the coming few days, and I'm not going to put an absolute time on it, but it is not going to be a long time.
If I had to bet one way or another?
Well, you know, I don't bet.
Okay, fair enough. Congresswoman Donna Edwards, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great conversation today. All right, coming up, possible presidential GOP candidate Ben Carson in some hot water after saying that being gay is a choice. That and a lot more in On Politics. That's coming your way next.